This is quality entertainment.
Tinder has launched $500 a month plan.
About time.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Cuck badge? I actually think I talked to some guys about this.
No.
I actually think this is a 5-head play. This is such a good idea. Yeah, it
Everyone's gonna buy this.
absolutely is. Why is it a good idea? Now, I'll explain why it's a good idea. A lot of guys, like if you're a guy that has a lot of money, you would want to buy this so the girls on there can see that you have a lot of money, and that way they'd be more likely to sleep with you. It's a flex. It definitely is. This is just how it is. They better...
So, don't get me wrong. Guys with a lot of money will buy this because they have a lot of money, and what do they care? They're probably gonna buy it and forget to cancel the subscription, and they will never even notice that it's happening for the rest of their lives. But the real thing about this is, in actuality, this is meant for the average Joe. This is gonna be the new thing people save money for. And this is crazy, because everyone with a brain understands about one thing about Tinder. Tinder is not in the business of actually finding you someone even to talk to. Tinder is in the business of keeping you swiping. Tinder has no intention at all to get you with a real person. They are in a desperate race to try and match you time to time with the most incompatible person in existence, so you keep swiping. That's what Tinder does. But no, seriously, this is gonna be for the average person. The average dude is gonna try and use this as a desperate type of flex to try and attract attention from women. Because the reality is, it's very simple. If you have ever used Tinder, you probably understood really quickly that there's a lot of women on Tinder who literally only care about the fact that you have money. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're poor, you're poor. That's kinda on you, chief. You can't expect a woman to want to have spend time with a poor dude. Like, get in the real world for a minute, okay? But this is not necessary for rich dudes. Rich dudes have pictures with Lambos, expensive cars, and expensive places, and living the life, okay? It's very easy to tell if a guy is rich from just 3 pictures or something, you know? So they never needed this badge in the first place. They already got all the women out there who were interested in rich guys. But this is gonna be definitely a flex for the average dude who's down on his luck, wants to find love or something like that. And there you go. He buys the $500 a month Twitter subscription for a month, and maybe forgets to cancel it, and then now is in debt. It is what it is.
Guarantee some shit? Yeah, because like a lot of girls are gonna like that. And I mean, like, again, guys, I'm I'm very much a supporter of that. I mean, obviously girls are gonna want a guy that can support them, you know, if you want to start.
Obviously, Asmongold is probably very fond of this idea, because, man, without an icon like this, Asmongold can't even pretend he's rich. So, this is like a game changer for him, okay? This is his big shot for happiness, and not just constantly huffing the fumes of an OnlyFans girl that dated him for clout a couple of years ago, and then instantaneously divorced him after receiving the clout, and married the Giga Chad and instantaneously got pregnant. I mean, obviously, Asmongold supports this. There's no other way. This is his only shot at human relationship at the end of the day. The irony is, I think, obviously, is going to be the fact that people who buy this Tinder are going to be matched against ChatGPT. That's what's going to happen, because Tinder has fake profiles in it, if you did not know. Yeah.
A family or anything like that, give it to me. Depends on how old you are. Yeah, definitely. Couldn't you just post pictures of yourself with money in them? No, anybody that posts a picture of themselves with money in the picture doesn't have a lot of money. Let's be real, guys.
Yeah, you don't. Okay, so first of all, I don't exactly understand, does he mean money as in actual, like, dollar bills, or money as in things that are valuable and thus are associated with money? Because if you can Photoshop a picture with a Lambo, it actually works. Women are going to pay a lot more attention to you because you need to understand the average woman on Tinder has absolutely no ability to even comprehend what Photoshop is. So, if you can just crudely Photoshop yourself in a picture with an expensive car, or, in a couple of exotic locations, you're gonna start getting matches, boys. Pro tip. Now, admittedly, it's kind of going to be really bad when, they want to drive with your expensive car and whatnot. Figure that one out yourself, Chief. But, it is what it is.
Like, nobody actually does this. Like, I'll see these pictures of, like, this guy, and he's worth, like, $800 million, and he posts one picture a year, and it's usually him with his kids or his wife. And it's like, yeah, he's in a really nice house. But, like, you don't really know what that is. Yeah. Excuse me? I mean, hey, I'm not...
That's cope. That's not true. I really don't understand where this completely false understanding that millionaires don't buy or look rich comes from. I really don't. All the millionaires I know are distinctively looking like millionaires. They're not driving bad cars. They're not living in shitty apartments. They're not going to the flea market buying their clothes. Now, do they intentionally go around and buy super expensive luxury brands to show off? Some actually do. Some actually really do. But the irony of that's not your, Gucci or things like that, Because Gucci is not... You know what this Tinder thing is? It's like Gucci. Gucci is not an expensive brand. It's something that a real millionaire will absolutely never be caught dead wearing because it's the thing that the poors wear. It's the thing that the poors that want to pretend that they're rich wear. If we're talking about luxury brands, it's stuff that you have no idea what they're even called. For example, Hermes bags. Everyone's, look at that Gucci bag, it costs 1K. Dude, the worst Hermes bag costs probably near 50K. The literal worst one in the world costs probably near 50K. Okay? This is the thing. It's pretty crazy.
I'm not saying that there's not anybody. I'm saying it's not that common. And also, most of those pictures that common. XQC posted, those were like joke photos just to fuck with people, right? Like, he wasn't actually doing this in order to, like, flaunt wealth. He was...
Yes, he 100% was, okay? Stop trying to suck him off, Asmon. XQC, without question, post those pictures as flaunting wealth. Without absolute any doubt, I can say this. XQC posts all these pictures of money to just show people that he has more money than you. It's not a joke, it's not a meme, it's not a gag. It's just literally trying to flex on people.
He's doing it more as like a fuck you to the people that were talking shit about him. He does it to piss people off. Yeah, that's why he does it. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty common. There's a lot of girls now that are into, the fendom stuff. It's very popular. And, having like a thing like this kind of shows that it shows that you're willing to play games, right? You're willing to be part of the system. What does the package include? No, I'm not really...
I have no idea. What does that mean?
Sure. But I think this is going to be...
Oh, direct messaging to people without matching up to 2 times a week, bro. They can sell like the deluxe package that upgrades this to 4 times a week. Damn, boy.
This is going to be the norm more and more. And so Tinder has gone pay to win. That's basically what's happened.
I mean, it always technically has been pay to win, by the way, but whatever.
Is it now you have whales on Tinder that are getting matched with like all the 8s and 9s and 10s, and like you're there with like your $5 a month like partnership or like a fucking subscription, and you're getting 3s and 4s. Yeah, actually, well, the thing is, they are whaling. I didn't want to say it, but you know what I'm going to say. Oh, God. Oh, jeez.
Feeling confused, but okay.
Oh, jeez. We all know exactly. Well, yeah. You're not interested. It's what it is, right?
Oh, it's just the
And
idea
so
of
Tinder,
failing.
yeah, this is just how it is, guys.
Well, yeah, true.
Oh my God.
Actually, true.
Tinder has always been pay to win. Yeah, well, life is pay to win, so it makes sense. It's just a dog whistle for an escort service. Oh yeah, definitely. Everyone gets the whale now? Yeah, I guess so, right? Does it come with a battle pass? I think that they could make a battle pass for Tinder. That would actually be a really good idea. Millionaires don't want to be matched with a poor guy or girl, so they pay to filter them out. It makes sense. That's actually only partially true. There are other dating apps that are invite only that people that are in like a higher social circle or social class use. So like they're not even using Tinder to begin with. Yeah, some people know about it, some people don't. It's not like it's a big secret, but
Oh, yeah, okay. I only now start paying attention. I'm actually on my phone. It's true. There's higher circles of exclusiver things for literally everything. Yes, you can find high circles of invite only things literally for every hobby, every activity that a human can ever do. This is not special. True.
yeah. Are you in it? No. I've never been on a dating website in my life. I have never made a dating profile account. I've never done anything like this. Never.
Why would he need that? Question mark. I actually don't really. Well, okay, I doubt it. He probably has 100% lies, by the way. But technically he doesn't need that. He's a millionaire. And millionaires can be as ugly as Asmongold and still have the easiest time alive because women are gonna, they just want millionaires. Now, the funny side is the fact that Asmongold is so insecure about these things that he will never accept a woman that knows that he's a millionaire to begin with. So he literally, it's going to be really, really hard for him to find anyone because he will always have at the back of his mind that little woodpecker constantly picking at him and making sounds. She's in for the money. It's only the fame. Beautiful, ain't it?
Had Tinder, Plenty of Fish, Bumble, fucking Christian Mingle, Farmers Meet, any of that. Never did a single one. OK Cupid, nope, didn't do that one. Grinder, no, I didn't do Grinder either. Yeah, I don't see the point. Yeah, I mean, if there's a hot girl on Instagram, I just DM her. Like, I don't need to download an app for this. Like, you just literally send them a message.
Dude. Okay. You see how... The fact that he says... Dude, either you're super hot, and you can get away with anything if you're super hot, by the way. Again, my favorite example of this... There was this group of people who created a fake profile on Tinder of a really, really hot guy. Photoshopped, touched up, perfectly made, shoot photos, pretty much a model, right? Six-pack, perfect chin, perfect everything, 0%, well, not 0% fat, but not too bulky, not too small, literally the embodiment of perfection from a woman's perspective. And his description pretty much read like this: model, have a big house, was in prison for being a PDF file for 5 years, and describes that it was something like two playground incidents and things like that. And, well, you can probably imagine how popular that account on Tinder was. Women were literally matching with him and initiating the conversation with starting jokes about that they don't even care about the PDF file stuff. He's just hot enough. Okay? It's either you're hot or you're a millionaire. The average girl who posts hot pictures or is hot on Instagram gets something like 50 DMs a day. The only way in a living hell Asmongold ever gets a chance with a single woman that he ever tries to DM is if they know she's famous, or he starts off with, "Hey, I'm a millionaire. How you doing?" It's life, baby.
Problem solved. Or Twitter or something like that. Does that work?
Yeah, of course it works if you're famous enough. Oh, wait. They have the follower thing. So yeah, they're going to see him from the followers. Because, of course, you're going to pay attention more to someone with 1 million followers on these platforms DMing you than, someone with 0 followers DMing you. It is what it is.
Yes. It can work. Now, it used to. Yeah, I used to do the AoE farming thing where you would just copy paste send the same message to like 10 different girls and you'd get like 1 or 2 of them. It's like fishing with a grenade. But I don't do that anymore, right? And they caught on to that one. Yeah, they did catch on to that. So I think that like really this is what I would do if I wanted to get a girl's attention and like DM her.
Oh boy, this is gonna be
assuming
good.
I'm not a streamer, I'm just like a random person.
Then you give up. Then you give up.
Would probably just look at her profile, see something, and if like there's something interesting on her profile that like I
Yep. I expected this. This does not work.
know about or I talk about, I would ask her about that or mention that or something like that. Like in general,
this does not work. This flat out literally almost never works, by the way. This is the idea that you look at a profile, you look at what they like and start the conversation through it. For example, if she has a picture of dogs, then you start off with a conversation of dogs. Let me tell you how that ends. They ask you if you have a dog, you answer no, and the conversation ends right there. Okay? You can't initiate a conversation about something that you have no experience with and you're not interested with. And here's the kicker, okay? I'm currently portraying it like that even matters. Like that shit even happens. Like it actually works. But the reality is, and I learned this, by the way, by using Tinder. Women write and put in stuff on Tinder at absolute random. Their pictures could be, for example, all of a hot woman, for example, hiking in the mountains or something, and then you start with a conversation with her, and you start, hey, you like hiking in the mountains, and she answers you with a question mark. What? No, I don't. And then you say, wait, but you have all these hiking pictures, and you don't like hiking? Oh yeah, that's just random stuff I did with my old boyfriend because he forced me. There is no point ever trying to relate to a woman based on the profile. You say you comment about a woman's picture in somewhere, and she literally question marks you and has no idea what you're talking about. There's no point in ever doing that. That's probably honestly one of the worst ways to start a conversation, because women just post things at random. They don't post things on you need to understand, women don't post things on social media because they think it matters. They post things on social media to virtue signal, pretend that they care about stuff, or because they look good, or because it makes them look good. They have no idea what they actually post on social media. They just do it because, so it's pointless to try and strike up a conversation with them because of that. It's complete. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail so often.
I think taking an interest in what other people like to do is very useful in getting people to talk to you, because people
Yes, but not on the internet.
like talking about themselves. So that's like the first step. Do you like Vaporeon? See, probably not, right? If you want to be if you want to be interesting, be interested. Yeah, exactly. How'd you make a move on Izzy?
She didn't.
Fuck.
Probably. Again, she wanted the fame.
That's a long story. Yeah, it's a very long story. She did it. Yeah, I got her to DM me. But I commented on a lot of her posts on Twitter, and then eventually I got her to DM me. It's that simple. Because also, like, I try not...
I mean, it's that simple, guys. Just be a millionaire with a lot of clout and fame on internet. Then find a woman who's trying to do the same, is under you, clearly knows about you, And then it's easy. No, seriously, then it is easy. It's real easy, in fact, then. And this applies, by the way, to everything. Normal jobs, streamer, TikTok, whatever. As long as you have more followers than them or more social status than them, it works. It is that easy, unironically.
Not to DM girls, because if you DM, so like this is my mindset, right? Is like if you DM different girls and like try to hit them up, you become like every other guy that that's tried to DM them. And so if there's any way that you can kind of like make them do it, then you're gonna have like a much better chance. It's like abundance mindset, I guess you could say. Yeah, you got to be unpredictable. Not too unpredictable. Can you DM girls anymore since you're famous? When was the last time that I DM'd a girl?
Never. Again, considering his last girlfriend literally just saw the chance to get famous and DM'd him first, was probably a never. Also, by the way, I couldn't even name you times when I do it. I only remember the best parts. Man, when we were 12 years old and you were texting a girl and asking her, hey, would you want to have sex with your friend? Just so, you know, he doesn't have to ask it, and maybe if she says not, then would you have... Ah, man, the good old days, man. SMS messages, boys. That was a good time.
No, I'm talking about like a girl that like I've messaged girls, sure, like today or yesterday, but okay. Like that's not something like I'm talking about like initiating a conversation.
Yes, everyone except you kind of understands that question was super simple, on point. Yeah,
I would say, yeah, I mean, sliding
keep going.
DMs, yeah, I would say, okay, so it's kind of like a weird question because like there was one girl I talked to, and then I talked to her somewhere else, and then I DM'd her after.
What exactly slid into your DMs actually means? Is that just I got to talk to someone, or is that like, oh, something else?
That, but it's because I had already talked to her, so it's not like kind of like a cold approach, so it wasn't really the same thing. And then before that, probably 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, I would say probably, yeah, about 3 years ago. And then probably before that, probably 3 years ago before that. The Korean girl?
This is, unironically, by the way, incel, trying to tell people... Well, this honestly does explain the fact that Asmongold thinks that when a woman exits her house, there's probably at least 5 guys waiting in the bushes and trees to just bang her on the side of her head and take her to another country to do bad things. I mean, this does explain all of his opinions. But this is absolutely hilarious. People are legitimately trying to get the equivalent of an incel to tell them and give them dating advice and, you know, understanding women. It is as crazy as it gets. I mean, the world is so gone. Next thing dude, in 2 years, XQC will probably be proclaimed a guru in women or something like that at this rate. It's just gonna happen. It's crazy.
Yeah, that was the 3 years before that. Yeah, that's a yes. That was a yes, I did. But like, to be fair, I did that after she hosted me on like her stream. So it wasn't just random. And to have a 3-year cooldown on that? Yeah, maybe a bit. Caught, I swear. Why don't you just chill the fuck out, all right? And anyway, yeah. Let's see. Tinder, yeah, this is going to happen, I think, probably a lot more. How do you feel about the notion that incels watch me? Of course incels watch me. The reason why incels watch me is that I say some things that validate incels. That's the reason why.
Probably.
Like, you guys know I don't like talking
But
about...
that's not actually a diss, you know? You have... There's always a group of people watching you, and there's a lot of different groups in that group of people who are watching you because you probably sometimes validate something they think. You know, if this wasn't true, no one would be watching you in the first place. People watch other people because they validate things that they think. It's not magic, really.
Things. Yeah, of course I do. Because there are some things that, like, the reason why incels are...
You know what's actually really crazy? So, I noticed it literally today. I don't have a lot of time watching Twitch, but I do have it open. And you know what I noticed? When I woke up around 11 a.m., you know what I saw? I saw... Oh no, this was yesterday. This was yesterday at 11 or 12 p.m. I saw Asmongold streaming, and he had something like 35k viewers. Big, obviously, right? And then I saw XQC launch his stream after a while, because I refreshed Twitch. And yes, I'm following XQC and Asmongold. It is what it is. But that's pretty much the only two really big streamers I'm following. No, I'm actually also following Soda Poppin', but that's literally it, I guess. And I haven't watched him in 10 years, I think. Crazy, right? Anyway, the point is, XQC launches his stream, and Asmongold's viewers just got cut in half. You know what that means? Now, admittedly, this is one time, so I may be wrong. If I see this one time happening, maybe it's a coincidence, maybe something else happened. I would have to see this multiple times happen. But there's a potential that Asmongold at this point shares a pretty huge audience with XQC. Which is not good. Which is not good if you want to even pretend that you're smart. Because even XQC's audience thinks that XQC has Down syndrome, okay? But Asmongold viewers are inherently well known to believe that they are the smartest cookie in the batch always. And that Asmongold is the smartest human that has ever existed. And the fact that there is potentially such a huge overlap between XQC fans and Asmongold fans is probably concerning.
Are like
but
isolated
hilarious.
And like alienated from society. Some of those things are bad, and I do feel bad for them, and it is problematic. It's just that I don't agree with what the solutions are. There is a reason why it's happening. Yeah, absolutely, but you also shit on them. I do. That's right, because again, if you watch me, if I haven't made you mad, it's only a matter of time. Because I'll usually talk about things, I will try to give my perspective of like the most fair...
Man... Can I watch a single Asmongold video about a subject that is not gaming and that he doesn't call himself the most fairest and... Well, the most fairest, I guess, arbiter of truth and opinions that ever existed in the history of ever? Can I get a please single video where that doesn't happen? Anyway, at least it's the end of the video. Man... Ah, man, life's crazy, boys. Life's really crazy sometimes. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.